right, I want to go over today's trade because I traded like poop today. We went from one of my best trading days performance wise, not days like money wise, but performance wise yesterday, and then one of my worst performance wise, one of my worst performances that I've had in a little while also. And I'm not saying I traded terribly completely. I think the worst performance would be crashing out, blowing all my accounts, blowing a group of accounts. That would be considered being a very bad day, one of my worst performances. But I'm saying I made a mistake today that I know I shouldn't have made, and I still made it. And I said I wasn't going to do something, and I still did it. And I was so confident on my bias today that ended up really playing out. Like my bias was correct, but I take a trade opposite of my bias, opposite of the trend, and it was just a stupid mistake at the end of the day on my part. And I'll be honest with that. And I'm gonna be transparent with it. So I had to go to the gym and clear my mind because this pissed me off more than taking a good loss. This really did. And this is one of the hard things about trading because you can make you're gonna make so many mistakes, man. But when you at the level I'm currently at in my trading, I should not be making these mistakes. I really shouldn't. Um, and again, I guess that's part of trading, but this is one of the days that would make me go on tilt back then. And it really almost made me go on tilt today, and I'll be honest with that because, again, it affected me that much. I was so pissed after this happened because I saw the trade that I ended up taking, and I thought it was one of the stupidest trades I've taken in a long time. And maybe that's just part of the journey. But again, we're just going to be honest with it and show the truth. So, again, I'm going to show you the trade I took. Both trades I took. I took two trades today. The second trade I think was a awesome trade. Just didn't end up playing out. We managed risk very well. That's just part of trading, and of course, it had to be the second trade. First trade was stupid. Thank God I wasn't confident in the trade, and I kind of front run it a little bit. And I went in a smaller position size. I went in two micros at first, lost $130 per account. I posted that in the Discord if you want to go watch, go see it. Again, my proof's all there, and I showed my trade Zella also, like always. Excuse me. Um, but we could see again we're currently at $17,000 on the year. I really want to get my goal is 75,000 by the end of the year. But we can see yesterday's trade was taken on my group of five accounts, and we still made 251 per account. This trade was bigger than this trade today, but we took two trades today, minus $189 per account or something like that. So we lost 130 per account and then 158 per account in the second trade. So yeah, pissed me off a little bit. So again, we're technically we would be green if this was taken on a different group this trade, but again, we're still red on the month so far. So shoulda, coulda, woulda, whatever. Let's go over the trade, guys. I was so bullish coming into today. I sent a message in the Discord at 1 a.m. The market is so overly extended coming into New York game session, right? Even if we look at the 4 hour. So overly extended. Look at it. So I'm like, dude, I am not going to go short at all. I want to see if we can maybe fill equilibrium or something like that. Or take out these London session lows, and I front run these London session lows. But if you go to the hourly time frame, man, look, we have an hourly fair value gap right here. I could have taken out the fib, which I really should have done, dude. An overall higher time frame is all bullish. We come into our levels on the fib. The 0.791 and 0.705 extensions right in between both of them. React right off of them. React off a bullish order block, hourly order block. React off a bullish hourly fair value gap. Like I don't know why I'm going short there. I wanted to really target London session lows, but it was just so stupid. I don't know what I was thinking, and I don't know. There's nothing we can do now. So coming into market open, let's go to the 5 minute time frame on E and Nasdaq. Also, I wish I could double replay this. I say that all the time, but yeah, we'll see. All right, coming into market open. What do? We break structure back to the upside. We're bullish on the 5 minute. We're bullish on the 15 minute. We're bullish on the hourly. We're bullish on the 4 hour. We're bullish on the weekly. We're bullish on the daily. Why am I taking a short off of a 1 minute time frame? I don't know. I really don't know. So what do we end up doing? On ES, we end up coming back down. Oh my God. We're in a 5 minute bullish gap too, aren't we? I think this is one of the worst trades I've ever taken in my life. I think it really was. I think this is one of the worst trades I've ever taken in my life. I'm going to be totally honest with you. This was just pure stupidity on this trade. We're in a 5-minute bullish for value. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. That was crazy. That is crazy. Wow. At least you know the mistake. Okay, so look. I marked out these 15-minute highs. I thought we were going to take out these 15-minute highs and continue lower. Let's go to this 15-minute high, which is at 8:15 a.m. 8:15 a.m. We come up over here. Dude, I don't know why I'm scaled down to the 1-minute time frame. I don't know why. This mistake could have been prevented today, definitely. We break structure on the 5-minute time frame. Break structure on the 5-minute time frame. We end up getting this move down. ES ends up coming up and taking out this 15-minute high, right? Let's go down to the 1-minute time frame. What do I look for? I'm already on the 1 minute. For some freaking reason, man. I'm already in the 1-minute time frame. Price comes up and takes this out. I'm on the 1-minute time frame here. And I go to the 1-minute time frame over here on NASDAQ. Sorry if I'm kind of being slow with this. I'm just kind of shook on this, that I took this trade. As we can see, this high, right, we end up forming a high and a higher high at 9:54 a.m., right? 9:54 a.m. We form an S&T off of the 15-minute high. From a 1-minute S&T, NASDAQ's leading index to the downside. I'll mark it out here. Right? Form our S&T in the 1-minute time frame. Like, this is the dumbest shit, dude. This is terrible. So what do I look for? 1-minute S&T. We get a 1-minute inverse fair value gap right here. And then what do we wait for? A break of structure to the downside. When do we get a break of structure to the downside? Off of this candle right here. And I was waiting for a retrace back up. We get a break of structure here. NASDAQ starts to continue lower. I'm waiting for ES to break structure to the downside also. And what do we get? We get a break of structure right here. Right? We get a break of structure right here. I end up getting in the trade after this. You'll see. We put a 1-minute bearish gap right here. We keep respecting it. 1-minute bearish. Yes, we keep respecting it. We end up getting a bearish candle closure out of it. Yeah, like right there, dude. Oh my god. We end up getting this giant big candle down. I end up getting somewhere on this candle after this giant drop. Like a terrible. And I want to target London session lows, and I'm paying attention to NASDAQ also maybe coming down, taking out London session lows. That's what I would take profits, right? So I enter a small position size here. We end up forming a 1-minute bearish gap, or we don't end up forming a 1-minute bearish gap. My stop was above these highs here, and I just get wrecked in like 2 seconds. Listen, that is one of my worst trades, and I'll be honest with you. Don't know why I took that, but again, we're just going to move forward from it. Really, we're really going to move forward from it. So what should we learn from this right here? We had someone in the Discord ask something about why ES didn't come into the hourly gap, but NASDAQ did. Again, the market's going to do what it wants at the end of the day. And just because one index comes to an hourly gap, that doesn't mean the other index has to. What could have happened, we could have swept out these draws in liquidity if we wanted to. And then ES could have came down into that hourly gap if it really wanted to. But again, NASDAQ, it came into this. We're going to get a reaction off it with NASDAQ. Both markets usually correlate each other. So if NASDAQ starts to continue higher, ES is going to start continuing higher. And it doesn't need to touch this gap, right? That's why we use both of them to correlate with each other, if that answers your question. So NASDAQ hit this gap first. We end up getting a reaction off of it. Since we start showing that we're going to continue higher, that doesn't mean ES is to come down and touch it, right? ES is the leading index to the upside. NASDAQ's lagging behind it, and that's really pretty much it. But the trade that should have been taken today, oh, this hurts. The trade that should have been taken today. I'm lost for words right now. The trade that really should have been taken today was probably going to be long. We were looking at it over here on ES. After this move up, we could have seen we came back down. Right, we get this giant move down. We can tell that there's a liquidity sweep here or something like that. I think we formed a 1-minute S&T off of it. Let's look. See if we get a 1-minute S&T off time is this at? 10:07. Where's 10:07? All right, 10:07. What do we take out on Nasdaq? Do we take out 950? Oh my god. I don't know where my computer's. Hold on, my computer's freezing for a second. What's going on? Guys, this was. Oh my god, this could be prevented. Oh, my mouse went dead. That's what it is. Sorry, guys. I'm just being transparent with this right now and everything. Sorry if I'm being slow and taking my time. And my mouse also died, so fix that real quick. I don't know what I'm doing, dude. This should have been the trade right here. We break structure on the 1 minute time frame. Look, it's gonna play out perfectly. Look. Oh my god. Like, why am I taking a short position here? I should have at least waited for the 5 minute inverse, 5 minute break of structure to the downside. We come back in, even over this range, we come into equilibrium. Get a bullish candle closure out of it. Even the 5 minute we've been respecting. We form a 1 minute S&T. 1 minute break of structure. Everything is screaming bullish there. Everything is screaming bullish right there. Stop could have been below this low or below this low. Right here. Let's see if we even put it below that low. Target a 19-point trade. Right below this low. Probably respect this 1 minute bullish fair value gap too. 1 minute bullish, yes. You can add another position size right here. You can add another position right here if you wanted to. Add another position. Why not? Right here. Keep the same stop. One more position. Now you go break even once we hit. Is there a 5 minute high anywhere? Oh my god, this could be break even right here. Break even. Did I forget a trade maybe? That might be a problem. That might be a problem. That is crazy. That is crazy. That's the trade of the day right there. I don't know where I was this morning. I wasn't here. I'll tell you that. The second trade I ended up taking is we ended up forming a 15-minute gap right here. 15-minute bullish gap. This is the second trade I took. I lost $58 on. We ended up forming a 1 minute S&T after tapping into this 15-minute fair value gap. ES was the lagging index off of this. ES also had a 15-minute high. I'll show it real quick. Why not? I'll show it real quick. ES also had a 15-minute fair value gap right here, but we wanted to make one more retrace. 15-minute bullish ES right here. Let's get onto the 1 minute time frame so you guys can see it. First trade, which was at, what was this at? 12:55. Where's my entry? My entry was here off of this at 11:40. So 11:40-ish. We ended up tapping into the 15-minute fair value gap. I'm pretty sure I'm on the right one. I gotta go back and find this. It's taken live in front of you guys so you can see it too. I'm on the 5 minute here. Where we at? Eleven 13, 11 13, 10:48. Right here, yeah, 10:48, right there, boom. That's where it was. So 10:47, 10:48, right? This low right here. 10:48, 10:49. Where's this low? 10:49, 10:48. I ended up taking it out anyway. Dude, what was my trading performance today? I don't know what my trading performance was. We didn't even form an S&T here. 10:44. Wow. We even took out this low. 10:46. We didn't even form an SMT. That's crazy. I entered off with this 1 minute, 1 minute inverse for value. I got break of structure. This is my entry. Entry, stop loss, full take profit was here. Trade ends up running up. I ended up having a break even level around here because of Bookmap. It was somewhere at this level, and then I decided to move my stop loss up below this 5 minute gap that we ended up forming. Ended up forming a 5 minute gap here. Here. 5 minute bullish NQ right there. Schmack. I ended up moving my stop loss below that 5 minute. Like I think I was risking a couple points or something like that, like below this candle's body. And then we ended up getting stopped out. And as I can see, price came back up and then it retraced back down. And ended up hitting our take profit levels. This was our full take profit, sorry. The hourly high. But at this point, we were back at break even. I really wanted to secure partials there, but I let my trade run and I trusted my system. But now that I know that we didn't have a 1 minute S&T off that either, not the best trade, but overall prediction was correct. Wow, guys, that's a shitty performance today. Really bad performance. I don't know what else to really say on that one. Again, I'm not even, the video that I'm filming right now is not even probably, it's just a good example to show you guys the real reality of trading. I'll say that. But sometimes you feel like you're the best trader in the world. Sometimes you have great days. Some days you have terrible days. So on the bright side, what I really want to think about with this is I'm grateful that I didn't do anything stupid. I didn't blow my accounts. I didn't overtrade. I didn't over risk. As we can see, this is what I ended up losing today. We reduced our second loss also. It sucks that these were on my main accounts, that my highest accounts at one point, because they're currently on a losing streak. They're like down $500 in drawdown or $600 in drawdown. I think more now actually. I forget, but they're at like $1,700-$1,800 in drawdown. Still plenty of room, but dude, today was a mentally challenging day. I'll be honest with you with that. I know many more days are going to come. We're going to keep trusting our system, and sometimes we take stupid trades. That is part of trading, but we want to minimize that, right? And I'm currently working on that, and I'm trying my best to just show you guys the transparency of my journey and the truth. So here's today's performance. Complete dog duty. I would give myself an F today, and I'm just going to journal it and then move on to the next day tomorrow. That's all I could really do. We didn't blow our accounts. We managed risk well. We did everything well off of system-wise. But performance-wise, we did terrible today. So could be worse, could be better. We're going to keep moving forward every day. We're going to... yeah. I really don't know what else to say. That was like wow. Like we're literally coming into an hourly bullish gap, hourly order block, fib fib retracement too. If you take it out from the hourly low to hourly high, came right into our extension area, our support level. So it's wow. All right, guys, we're just gonna end this here. I'm gonna try my best not to beat myself up all day about this one, but bad performance. That's all I can really say. All right, peace out. Hopefully this helps. Hopefully this shows you the truth and real reality of my journey also. And it's going to be great to look back on these videos when we become consistently profitable in the future. I truly believe we're going to do that, but some days are not going to be so joyful. And that's part of the trading journey. All right, peace out.